I was a crack baby. My father was a cokehead alcoholic. And my mother was a cocaine addict. People always underestimate how children understand their environment, but I knew when I saw my mother take a bump in the trolley station at 5 years old that shit was not normal, even if I didn't understand the nuance of the situation. I used to be embarrassed to admit that I was a product of addiction. Society teaches us that if you don't have that perfect family, that you should be ashamed and keep it to yourself. But after years of therapy, I became proud of my story, to the point where I'm outspoken about my experiences in classes and with friends, because I think it's important for people to be reminded that children of addicts exist. Not everyone knows what it's like to watch your parents be eaten up by drugs and alcohol. And I'm not here to trauma dump, but I will say I used to resent them, where my little toddler self would wonder why I was not good enough to be loved by them, especially after my father passed and my mother abandoned me. The best thing that I learned was how to forgive them and recognize that it was never my fault. Now, I didn't deserve to experience what I did, but there became a point where I was so focused on not being like my parents to where I wasn't allowing myself to be excited about the opportunities I was creating for myself, whether that being learning how to accept my queerness, starting my own nonprofit, or even getting into my dream graduate school. All this to say, if you're someone that relates to these experiences, know that you did not deserve what you went through, but that doesn't mean you can't use the survival skill sets that you learned to build a future that you dream of. And if no one's told you, know that I'm proud of you for still being here despite everything you've gone through. There's power in your story and you don't need to run away from it. With that being said, I'll see y'all later. Trust.